Hi, my point in making today's video is to bring awareness to the dark agenda that is being pushed by so many companies that we know and love. Because whether we like it or not, when we fund these companies, we are funding their agenda, or the agenda of the ones secretly pulling the strings behind these companies, leaving them with no other choice but to comply. But what should Christians do? When a company publicly shows you what side of the fence they are on, is the correct response to do nothing? Is it to turn a blind eye and keep on shopping? Especially here in America, we thankfully have freedom and choice. Whether that be at the voting polls this upcoming election or where we choose to spend our money, both of those things make a difference. In fact, my dad always used to tell me to vote with my wallet, and it's always stuck with me even before I became a Christian. Are you purchasing from companies that align with your values? As the world grows darker and darker, we've hit a point where the times of Moloch have made its way into 2024. If you don't know who Moloch is, let's just say that there is nothing new under the sun. Moloch was among one of the many false gods humans worshipped. The belief was that offering a child could invoke divine intervention or favor. And we're not that far off today, are we? As Christians, we believe that God knew us before we were formed. And guess who else believes that? The devil himself, and his tricks are nothing new. We're living in a time where it has never been easier to delete your baby. It's been deemed as healthcare when it's the opposite. With all that being said, there may be many companies that you are supporting that you don't know care very deeply about this topic. Let them tell you themselves. The first company is Lyft.
The nation's two largest rideshare companies, Lyft and Uber, are both pushing back against Texas's new restrictive abortion law. Lyft has also donated $1 million to Planned Parenthood in the wake of this. Let me bring in Kristen Sverchek. She is the general counsel for Lyft. Kristen, thank you for your time this morning. It's a really important issue.
Thank you so much for having me, Poppy.
Can you bring us into the decision-making room? How did you guys make this decision?
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, as you said it, this law is egregious and it bans virtually every abortion in the state of Texas.
In response to the heartbeat abortion bans that were passed in Oklahoma and Texas, the rideshare company said it also is working with healthcare partners to cover transportation costs to airports and clinics for women in Oklahoma and Texas seeking out-of-state abortion care. So if you or someone you know wants to delete your baby, Lyft will give you a ride just to do that for free. Similarly to Lyft, Uber announced it would also cover your ride as well. Next up, we have Bumble. After Texas overturned Roe v. Wade, Bumble had this to say: "We are dismayed by the rumors of the Supreme Court decision that was leaked last night. At Bumble, we believe strongly in a woman's right to choose and exercise complete control over their bodies. The safety, privacy, and freedom of family planning are critical to equality for all. We will continue to partner with organizations that work to provide reproductive access to all." And they really have a way of making this sound like they are saving lives when they are doing quite the opposite. Next company is Lush, which I have personally stood in line for over an hour one time just to get into this store.
I'm also going to show you in demo the Demon bath oil from Lush as well.
Here is what Lush had to say after the abortion ban in Texas. "We are fraught with concern for the state of women's rights in this country. Not only because Lush employs over 80% of women, but because we know access to safe reproductive care, including abortion, is an essential part of a healthy workforce and community. For 7 months, we've been campaigning for the right to access to abortion. The leaked draft of the Supreme Court opinion confirms our worst fears, and we are currently exploring ways to support impacted staff with inclusive and equitable care." So not being able to delete your baby, this is Lush's worst fear. Not even to mention that for 7 months, they were focusing on campaigning for this. They have also been very involved in sharing their support on transgender rights, which can begin at any age. So essentially, Lush believes that children at just 12 years old can get on these hormone blockers, puberty blockers, when they are confused whether they are born in the wrong body. Because media, adults, and other confused children are telling them that they might be born in the wrong body. This is what Lush supports. This is what a company like Ulta also supports. Not only that, but they support the spokesperson for this community, which is Dylan Mulvaney. Ulta Beauty is standing behind Dylan Mulvaney. And for some reason, if you still don't believe that this is wicked, that you don't believe that Satan is behind this agenda, that this is a war between no one else but Jesus Christ and the devil, go ahead and watch this clip.
What did Jesus do when they sentenced him to die? Jesus knew that he had to man up. He had to man up. He manned up. Christ, he manned up. What did Jesus do when they put nails through his hands? Did he scream like a girl or did he take it like a man?
I actually cannot stomach watching that, and when I tried to get all the way through, I couldn't do it. But this is who Ulta stands behind, guys. This is why people will never buy from Bud Light again, and Bud Light took a hit from this. People voted with their wallet and it made noise. Okay, this next one is kind of an obvious one, but for me, I haven't stepped foot in this store for 2 years. Okay, I am so adamant about not spending a nickel in this store that I have sat in the car when friends or family have went in this store because I will not even step foot in there. And that store is Target. Personally, ever since they released their chest binders and packing underwear for children, I will never step foot in a Target ever again. I am voting with my wallet, and I vote against this because it's evil and it's wicked and it's being done on children. We have a war on children. We have a war right now on the unborn who cannot speak for themselves, but also on kids that are 7, 12 years old, shopping in Barnes & Noble, shopping in Target, and are being met with seeds of confusion that are from nobody else but the devil. And most of the parents that shop with their children don't know any better. Before you know it, their child is met with confusion when they look in the mirror in the morning. And my heart breaks even thinking about that. Not to mention an artist that they worked with for this collection has pins like this for sale on his website. Like, guys, it's right in your face. They are telling you who they serve and it's not God, and companies are involved in this. They are involved in this dark agenda. The second to last company is Starbucks. They are extremely open and transparent on where they stand throughout all their commercials, which have sparked a lot of controversy. Not to mention their logo and the origin of this image that they chose to use. That looked a lot different in 1971 than it does now. I'm gonna let you do your own research on that one, but make sure you use DuckDuckGo. Okay, last company, and why I put it last is because it was probably the hardest thing for me to let go of, and it wasn't until this month that I bit the bullet. And this company is Netflix, and I should have deleted it the second this cuties thing happened. That should have been it for me, but I just couldn't let go of it. And when that had happened, there was a lot of really good things on Netflix that I was watching, but like the movies and like Netflix, things have gotten dark. And not just with their donation choices, but just their movies and shows alone. I mean, trying to find something that isn't pushing this agenda, glorifying the devil, and feeding garbage to children is like pulling teeth. I'm not here to tell you definitively whether you should or shouldn't shop at these stores, but what I'm saying is that Christians cannot have this careless, uninterested, lazy attitude towards companies doing this, because guess what? They need you. You don't need them. And our voice matters. You are the voice for the unborn. You are the voice of truth. We know what truth is, and we are called to do what is righteous and speak truth. We are called to stand firm in faith and be strong and courageous. Let go of convenience. Support small business. Put your money back into the American people and those whose values align with God's truth. These companies are openly telling you what they stand for. By not supporting them, we are telling them who we stand for, and that's Jesus Christ. I love you guys. I'll see you in the comments, and I'll see you for our next video. Hey guys, what's up? Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you want to see more videos to help you grow in your faith with Jesus, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also that notification bell so you're notified the second we post a new video, and I will see you guys in the comments.